Your stillness is the greatest weapon. They relied on your reaction, but your silence is redirecting their chaos instantly. This perfect peace is taking hold of your spirit. Inner stillness delivers the perfect solution. Hey there, I'm Katsumi, and this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This energy is focused on profound stillness and the power of detachment. And right now, the word coming through is silence. I'm also hearing that the quiet mind is the storm that destroys all their chaos. Now let's find out what other messages are coming through. So starting off, there is definitely a huge win coming through. Could be, I'm getting abundance. Could be wealth related, but I'm definitely just getting something, perhaps like spiritual abundance, physical abundance. Could be material, but it has something to do with the wealth of something. Maybe I'm also getting like collection. I don't know why, I'm getting like 10 of Pentacle vibes from that as well, where it's kind of just like, just wealth of the home, stability of some kind. 10 of Wands almost kind of just like solidifies that there have been a lot of burdens, okay? A lot of battles that were fought. I'm not sure who's fighting the battles though. It could be you or someone in your midst that's fighting these battles, but it kind of also feels like there's like a bit of chaotic energy coming through with that tower. Something to do with like some sort of upheaval of some kind. Maybe someone spoke a truth, said something, shocked a few people, silence occurred maybe, maybe it's some sort of silence occurred after an argument of some kind. Kind of also feels like an opposing force kind of coming through with that energy, because there's a lot of challenges, a lot of, Tower can also represent violence. Could be some sort of disagreement of some kind, some form of partnerships are collapsing. Things are being kind of like uprooted. I'm also feeling and hearing a little bit of like, I don't know why. I heard manifest but also manipulate. Not sure why, that might be of significance. But something to do with maybe someone trying to manipulate a situation to manifest what they want, perhaps? Like an opposing party is trying to do that? Okay. But there's like some sort of deep silence that is occurring after, like the aftermath. That's what I'm hearing. It's kind of like, I don't know why, it just feels like hollow, I'm not sure if it's some sort of hollow victory or some sort of like ego battle, but someone is like feeling like cold energy, okay? And it may have to do with some sort of resolution, okay? It does look to be that someone is comforting. They're feeling like reassured in the energy. Maybe this is you like being able to rest and recover from some sort of hectic relationship of some kind. Like some sort of peaceful energy, kind of like redirecting itself, like it's being redirected from the chaotic instances that have occurred, is what I'm hearing. Also kind of feels a little bit like quiet, like the mind is quiet and still. Like with the phrasing of the quiet mind is the storm, and the storm is destroying all of the chaos. That message in the beginning kind of makes me think that after the storm destroys all of these things go like real quiet for a long time. It's like a profound stillness that was mentioned in the beginning of the reading there. Kind of almost giving me like with that power of detachment, it's like almost like someone is detaching themselves from this negative energy, this negative person, and they're leaping into some sort of new relationship. That might also be like almost like a trust fall of some kind, where it's like you see the potential of a new relationship, or just kind of like leaping forward to other directions outside of the relationship, kind of like turning the tides of a cycle with this Wheel of Fortune. Maybe even like turning the tides of fate, changing certain circumstances. You very well might also just be coming up on top with certain just like elevation of some kind, especially with this torch energy. This torch kind of reminds me of like whenever I see it, I kind of think of the sun, which is kind of like outcomes of success and vitality and happiness and life and things like that. I get that with the torch energy most of the time, but it has a lot to do with your spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding towards certain things. Maybe you realize the red flags of this person, perhaps, and maybe this is why you're able to sleep well at night, knowing that you, almost like self-reassuring. It's like you're like reassured in knowing that you know who this person finally is kind of like what I'm hearing there. But it took a little bit of time. And it looks to be like this individual was someone who was kind of just like, I don't know why I heard the word playing hard to get. But they were also kind of pretending to be someone that they're not, like almost like two-faced, like they're one way with you, but in another way with someone else. Like they have like a hidden identity of some kind. Also feels like because you're detaching yourself, you might also set off some sort of like explosive reaction in their own world. Like they have this world that they've created for themselves because they're like this clout chaser, someone who's like doing anything for attention. They're fame hungry. They're desperate for attention and followers and influence around them. That they're kind of like in their own bubble, and they're not really. It's almost like it's kind of like it's like this is them, where it's like, oh, like here's my photo, and it's like the photo does not look like them, but they think that that's who they are, and that's who they're depicting themselves as. But in reality, it's like, that's not them. And when you look at the photo and them side by side, they're like two different people. It's kind of like that. And maybe that's like where the wake-up call is like coming from, you know? And it's kind of like destroying their sense of like, I don't know why, self-worth, their sense of value. And they're kind of like reliant on this like chaotic energy too. And it's just like, but you're like secure in like this stillness, and it's collapsing everything around them because like you see things for what they are. And so you're in this peaceful energy, which is kind of like redirecting things, you know? And it's creating like this very like peaceful resolution of some kind because of that stillness. It does feel like you two are gonna reconcile, like maybe once or twice. Maybe things might work out. You can probably still have some sort of friendship. But now they're kind of just fighting their own battles, you know? And this is a silent win for you because it's like they finally have to like settle with the realization that you're not playing at their tricks or playing their tricks, is what I heard. But they're up at night. They're doom scrolling. They're trying to figure out the next scheme. I don't know why, I heard the word addendum. I don't know why. Like they said they have some sort of like agenda, some sort of transcript of like little things that they're gonna do. I don't know. That sounds so strange. Like I don't know. It's like they're trying to figure out the next way to like hook on and latch and like create some breaking news of like, oh, this person did this to me. There's a disaster. It's 3 a.m. in the middle of the night. I have this emergency or something interesting. Something like that's going to create some sort of anxiety loop of some kind, or like internet spiral or like emotional spiral of some kind, you know? And it's going to keep them up at night, but you're sleeping peacefully. And that's the crazy part. Like they might be texting you, like they might be sending you 25 messages in the middle of the night, and you're sleeping peacefully. You have your phone on do not disturb, and they're just like, that's what I'm hearing. That's really funny. And it's like you have peace of mind because it's like you're just like in your own innocence and kindness and nostalgia of, you know, just resting and being peaceful and, you know, just like in your own vibe, you know? And it's like their chaotic energy is just like it's just not meshing well with your energy because you're so peaceful and they're so chaotic, and it's just like it's not working, you know? It's like you're not reciprocating what they're dishing out, is what I'm hearing. And so it's like, this card's funny. Open third eye, saw email. It's something to do with digital interference. It's almost like your phone's gonna be on airplane mode. So you never receive the messages until like days later when you finally turn your phone on to see the messages. Oh goodness. So it's like they're gonna have some sort of internal conflict, wondering like, where are you kind of thing. But you're peaceful in the sanctuary of your own home, relaxed, chilling, okay? You're perhaps watching TV, reading a book, drinking your tea, just enjoying the fruits of life, the fruits of your labor. And they're sending messages nonstop, and they're trying to interfere with your use of your phone, your technology, your email, but you perhaps are not even using these things like too heavily. And something along those lines, it's like kind of like an analogy, but like you're just like doing your own thing. You're in your own zen. So it's like they can't really quite catch you by the hook, is what I'm hearing. Like they're trying to reel you in like a fish, but it's not happening. So it's like a silent victory. I'm also hearing that you perhaps may not even know that you won this victory. And it's kind of just like this silent win that you're just winning in the background because you're sleeping peacefully while these things are happening, but you have no idea that they're happening. It's kind of like, it's such a funny energy. This reading is very interesting. But yeah, you're paying it no mind because you're in your peace, so you kind of just can traverse forward because the storm is around you, but it's not being experienced, So yeah, I suppose just keep doing your thing. Live in your peace and solitude is what I'm hearing here. And keep traversing forward. It looks like you have really great energy popping up for you nonetheless, as all this like craziness is happening in the background. But you're doing great. And yeah, if you want to reconcile with this person, that's really up to you. But yeah, these are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If this reading resonated, consider showing your support by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment down below. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.